Okay, today is June the 29th, 2012. Now, they typed up this letter, June the 27th, citizen complaint. This is for the incident of September 19, 2011, where my son's head got crushed in and my daughter survived because I was pregnant with twins. Well, and you can see if you actually go on Facebook and look, you'll be able to see the ultrasound pictures of where both of them are in there. She's in there, the word says girl, and right under the word says girl, his little legs, penis, and wee-wee, or his balls and penis, legs are right there under the word girl. And she's off to the side, bigger set of legs, and you can see her little vagina. Okay? So, that's what's going on. He killed my son because they were supposed to be twins together, growing at the same rate. A month before it was time for them to come out. So, with that being said, a pound a week, he would have been 8 pounds too. Or probably 6 pounds, depending on how they ate. Since it was 2 of them, they probably would have came out about 6 pounds, because she came out at 8 pounds. So I figured if they were splitting up the food halfway, then yeah, about 6 pounds is what they probably would have been. And some change. Okay, so anyways, I'm getting ready to read the statement that I filed on November the 4th, 2011, which they state in this letter that I filed it November the 7th, 2011 against Officer Brandon Casey. And then they said they're not taking or pressing any criminal charges against him, doing any criminal actions. They gave it to the Radcliffe Police Department chief to review and take action on. See, this is the part where they're trying to play me as a legislative bill, and I'm not. That's how they've been doing their little whole thing, tear the women down thing, and then trying to use the Bible to get away with it. Okay, so here's what it says. 19 September 2011, between 9:45 p.m. and 10:15 p.m., arresting officer RPD was Officer Brandon Casey, Radcliffe Police Department, approximately age from 20 to 28 years of age. I'm not sure of his social security number. You don't want me as his social security number. Not now. Male type, okay. First time meeting him as RPD. As the police officer arrived on the scene and entered the house at 1325 North Lawson Parkway, I announced that I am the investigative senator for NACNY, the federal government agency, with www.ccr.gov. Do a CCR search, type in the DUNS number 9682-61607. The page will say incomplete. We are still working on that. The police officer asked me to step outside to talk to them. Okay, because it was more than one police officer on the scene. Once outside and I explained what happened, he then told me that I was going with them. I told him no, because I was the one assaulted first by my brother Jamie Rashawn Ewing, who left the scene. Then the police officer grabbed my arm and slammed my pregnant actually it was 9 months, because the duration 10 months pregnancy, so 9 months pregnant belly with twins against the patrol car. Towards the end of, in the middle of the patrol car, by the passenger side, or not passenger, driver side mirror and the light, and right there by the windshield. So I couldn't move. I was on my tippy toes. And he was pushing on me, and then he leaned his body into it, and that's when I felt the pop and heard the pop in my inner ear. They are a bunch of racist people around here. That's all I can say. And it's, well, that's my family, so I'm protecting my family. Well, what the hell? Why are you working, and why did you even bother to come out to the call? And I didn't call you. So who called you? Or were you listening in and just decided, oh, I'm going to go over there? Because as it was, I was the one that was assaulted. Oh, unless that was part of my brother's plan of being part of the House of Representatives. Then no. His plan is not my plan. That's the Ewing side, which he's only half my blood from my mother, and doesn't have anything to do with my line, which is the Mitchell Pettigrew venture, not the Mitchell Ewing venture, because actually her last name wasn't even Pettigrew at the time. Her last name was Mitchell, and I'm sure the Mitchells dropped her a long time ago with a bad habit like that. Okay, and that's why their family keeps trying to jump behind me and jump all over me and get on all my cases. Then let's see. Later, the police at the police station, we noticed fluid between my pants legs, and I was refused service by EMS workers. So I stated on there that they refused service because they said, we're not treating her. Those were the Korean and white people. The main people that had been trying to get their asses up in Tiffany and Company's company for the longest so they could take over, because they lied on my grandma and kept saying that she was Korean when she's Philippine just because of her skin color, because her skin color is like Journey's, bright. That is the issue around here. They didn't want us, the darkies, to get Tiffany and Company because we weren't black and Korean. We were black and Filipino, and I'm black, Filipino, and Cherokee Indian. See the difference? That's why they closed the gates to the Philippines, so that way they could start a whole bunch of shit towards the end when we were supposed to collect Tiffany and Company. They closed the gates to the Philippines and had a whole bunch of Koreans come over to the United States. The rest of that, I don't even want to really write down or read. Either way it goes, my daughter, Journey Big Heart Mitchell, is the surviving one. I was going to name him Venture, but because he died, I named him Journey. His name is Journey Tysin Big Heart Mitchell. Of course, Hardin County lied to me and told me that they didn't have his body there. I'm like, that's bullshit. Because I watched his little box go back with me. They were trying to deny and not acknowledge a damn thing, especially when it came to me. Because by looking over the internet and everything else, they were trying to, and changing the names of the schools and stuff like that around here, they were trying to make it seem like I didn't exist, period, because I went to public school, or not, I only went to public school for 1 year in elementary school. Then I went to private school for the rest of the time till I moved to Illinois for a little bit. Then went to Germany, and then came back here and went to North Hardin. And North Hardin High School, they've got class of 93. It's not even acknowledged on there for the yearbook. That's what's been going on. A bunch of fucking foolery. This was notarized by Penny Watts. That's what I filed. Now, who wants to keep betting and lying? Not me. So there's nothing more than Bush for sure and Mitch McConnell. And of course the other people, they're just too afraid, or they just think it's fun to keep doing that to me. Along with page 2 that I wrote out and was notarized by her.